Hey guys, and welcome to another makeup video. Oh my god, it has been forever since I've done one. I have been so busy, and well, if you follow me you will see that from the vlogs. If you don't follow me, hi. This is the look that I am creating today. I wore this a few nights ago and it had a really good reaction, so I thought I would recreate it in a video. And thank you for the people who voted for me to do it as a YouTube video, because it was way more fun. I've loved doing this look. So enjoy and let me know what you think. Prepare to see me barefaced. So here's our fresh face. I thought I took a little bit of general skincare as well. One of the main things is that you have to moisturize before you start. Like, I don't know why, I forget that so many times as well. But my favorite moisturizer right now is this Clinique ID, and this one is for a dramatically different moisturizing lotion. It's really good. So what you want to do is put that on about 15 minutes before you start your makeup. Remove any excess then with a micellar water or a toner, so that you have super fresh skin and it's clean and ready to go. So first things first, I'm going to use a primer, because night out makeup, we want it to last. So I'm using this one by The Ordinary, which is the High Adherence Silicone Primer. So you're gonna wait a couple of minutes for it to go a bit tacky. So, as you see, I have a little bit of hormonal acne. So the best thing to do before you even use any concealer to completely give yourself a blank canvas is to use a green color corrector. You can find Color Theory everywhere, but so green is for your redness. So I'm just gonna put a couple of dots on my problem places. There we go. And I'm gonna blend with my finger rather than using a sponge, because a sponge will pick up the product, so you're gonna lose your coverage. And I don't have a good concealer brush, so I'm just gonna use my hands. The next step is your concealer. I am loving this Got You Covered by NYX. It is, a really nice thick concealer. I have it in almost exactly my skin tone, which is Ivory, which is the GCC01. Again, I'm gonna blend that with my hands instead of using anything else, just on my problem areas, and then to kind of counteract the greenness. Cool. Next step is foundation. I have been loving this Maybelline's SuperStay 24 Hour, which is incredible. It has been amazing. I don't know, I have this one in Ivory, again, because I'm super pale. I think it's quite, I'd say, medium to full coverage. I think it's definitely thicker than NYX's Constant Won't Stop, and thicker than the Total Control, which is very dry. This is a little bit softer, and I just love the finish, and it hides everything. So just gonna dot that kind of evenly so I can spread it better than with my sponge. A little bit on my jawline and on my neck. And then take a good old sponge, which has seen better days, and tap and blend. Make sure always to blend into your hairline as well. I think that is one of the most important parts of making your makeup look even and natural. Alright, I'm just gonna put a little bit of, I'm just gonna prep my lips with a little bit of The Ordinary's Moroccan Argan Oil, which is amazing. So just a little there. Under eye concealer, which is your highlight. I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear for under my eye here, and a little bit to highlight the center of my face. Just put some on your hand and do a couple of dots. A little bit on the nose, a little bit here, and I like a little bit on the chin here. There we go. So take your flatter side of your sponge then and just blend. There you go. You have this suddenly lifted look to your face. Whatever kind of face shape that you have, I think that using concealer under your eyes is the best thing you can do, because it kind of gives you that pop. And I never used to do it, you know, ever. I didn't even know what it was. Like, I was just like, oh, I don't have dark circles, so I don't need to do that. But it made a difference. So I like to set that immediately, because I do express myself a lot. Like, I am a very expressive person with my face, so I raise my eyebrows a lot, I smile a lot, I laugh a lot, I make faces a lot. That's just kind of who I am. Some people will kind of talk to you like this and their face won't really move, and you'll just be like, whoa. I'm not like that. So I either a cool technique that I've used lately. Now, usually, where is my makeup? Usually I tend to set with a powder, which I love. The Barry M's already set smooth, which is amazing. But also I have used this Infallible Fixing Mist by L'Oreal, which has like a powder consistency mixed in with a fixing spray, and then you shake it up. So I just tend to spray my sponge a bit with this and just dab there, and then press in, and a little bit of smile lines. And I find it works just as well as using powder. My fiance bought me this palette about a month ago, and oh my god, it is amazing. Anyway, like, I'm a huge NYX fan. Like, I think everyone knows that. Even though it's drugstore makeup, I think that it's like towards the high end of makeup. Even though the prices are incredible, the quality is amazing, and I think it's very affordable and just incredible. I love it. I love them. I love NYX. So anyway, I have been using this palette so much in the last month, and I am loving. Look at those colors. I mean, it's just... So I'm using this darkish brown, which is a bit cooler than this one, to use as a contour with this kind of slightly slanted brush. So just take 2 taps and hold the brush from the end and just make a little soft swirling motion, so that you don't, like, you know, put it into your face like that, and you get like, you'll get too much pigment and then you won't be able to blend it. So give it a little tap and then take a little bit more and just dust a little bit on the jawline. And if you want to do a little bit of nose contouring, because I'm a bit lazy and I don't have a good brush, again, I just kind of use the same brush and pinch it a bit like that with your fingers, and just do a little tiny bit of nose contouring, very soft, so that you're hardly getting any product. You're just making a little bit of a difference like that. Cool. So we have our contour, a bronzing brush, and again NYX's matte bronzer. This is quite a warm-ish bronzer. I don't like cooler ones. I find they're a bit muddy looking. So just 2 taps, and again hold it from the end and do circular motions a little bit up onto your cheek here. Same palette now for blush. I'm loving this very pink one here. I think it's great for autumn, even though a lot of people think that like this is more of a summer color. It kind of gives you that healthy look, where in autumn and winter it might run away. You know, we're not so tanned, especially me. Look at me, I'm like the same color as the wall. So 2 taps again, end of the brush, and just do that smile and do from the apples all the way. I like to do as well all the way around here, but softly. So you start at the apples and you do a soft kind of C shape. I think that it's very flattering and a bit high fashion-y. I love to put a little bit at the end of my nose as well. I don't know why, that's my thing, but I just love it. Anyway, okay, so we have our blush. So our face is kind of done, I say. Kind of. This is our base makeup so far. Oh no, we haven't finished. A highlighter. Well, one of my favorite highlighters to use now is MAC's Whisper of Guilt. I just love it. It's just so good. It's just so shiny. So I use my Sigma tapered brush for this, and I load up a lot of product, and then I use whatever spray you want. You can use your setting spray, or the best thing to do is use MAC's Prep and Prime. So just a couple of sprays and quickly onto your skin, again going all the way around your temple and a little bit under the eyebrow, the eye bone, you know. And there you go, onto the nose, bridge of the nose, tiny bit on the chin. Load up again, spray again, other side. And the final thing, I like to just put a little bit on the brow bone here, like up onto my forehead, above my eyebrows, because that's kind of where your face will catch the light anyway. So let me just do my hair a bit. Our face is done. Kind of. Let's put a little bit more highlighter. Eyebrows. I like to take, I've taken this old like spoolie from a mascara, which I loved. I found that it felt like, take my eyebrows, just like sweep them into kind of the position that you want them. And then I like to use this Rimmel London eyebrow pencil. Just extend my eyebrow a little bit. So kind of tuck the pencil under your hair and just extend as much as you want. Now, this is for me because I already have quite dark, thick eyebrows and I don't need to fill them in, and I don't want to fill them in. I like this more natural look, so if you have eyebrows, like quite thick eyebrows, then you can just extend. But if you want to fill them in, I'd say sharpen your pencil a little more and just kind of like take a line underneath the hair here, a couple of tips, just like that, and you can fill your eyebrow in much easier. Okay, now's for the fun part. Now, if you know me, you know that I love wigs. I've loved wigs for many years, and I wear lace front wigs. So a lot of the time you need to stick them to your head. And I didn't want to get involved with like lace and wig glue and everything. So the best thing you can use is Schwarzkopf's Got to Be glued, and there's an ultra glued as well, but this one is amazing. It is so intense. It's great for your wigs, but I also use it for my eyebrows. Now, it's safe. I don't know, it's safe. I know that it's safe because it's hair gel. It's used on your scalp. I've used it on my forehead for my wigs, and I've also used it on my eyebrows countless times. But I would recommend doing a patch test if you're going to use it for the first time. So just, I find this works to set your eyebrows in place better than any eyebrow setter that exists. So just a little squeeze. Just take a tiny bit on your brush and wiggle it through the brush, spoolie, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so that you have a tiny bit of product, because it doesn't need much at all. So then start taking it through your eyebrows, And then you do whatever you want with your eyebrows. So I like to push them up. I like to push these hairs this way, like that, and the rest upwards, so that you have this very bushy look. Again, personal preference. Here, just take the edge and push a line so that the hair kind of goes like that. So you can see the difference in the two eyebrows, that this one is very kind of fluffy. Now we're gonna move on to the hard part, which is the eyes, which, as you saw from my look, is quite dramatic. For the red, you can use whatever red you want. There's a reddish color in here, there's a reddish color in here, there's a reddish color in here. But for me, the best by far is Rudy by MAC. It is this dark red color, ever so slightly sheeny, amazing, blendable as hell, so good. I'm gonna take my NYX eyeshadow brush, tap into the pot, fully shade my eye with it, so, and blend upwards to the eyebrow. Okay, this is what you're starting with. Now, take a fluffier brush and then blend it out. So blend out the edges. See, that's softer than that. There you go. So that's what you're starting with. Now, the next part is the trickier part. A dark color. You can take black if you want. I like to take this brownie plumish color that's in the NYX's Off Tropic palette. So you can either take a darker red, a brown, a dark purple, a black, even a dark blue, whatever you want to do. The tricky part is that you have to shade diagonally. It's a little line like that. See? Because the whole point is to give yourself like a more of a cat eye, you know, some shape. So down onto there, and then take this chunk and blend it that way. So just a little bit of blending on the eye, like not on your eyelid. Okay, so you have already a more intense look. Now you can build this up as much as you want. You can make it darker and darker, you can use black, you can use anything you want. I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit of black and put it just here. Just dab. Again, you're taking your fluffy brush and you're gonna mix that in and pull it over. So really light pressure. Just taking that like that and pulling it over a bit. So just take your first brush again and just take your MAC, your red, and take it under your eye a bit. So you have that nice, I love this Meteor Stone by Barry M. I've used this many times in my other videos, but this color on the edge, which is, you can either use this one. This is like a purpley, bluey, pinky color. I don't know, it just has so many dimensions, but I put it the other day here. So just with your finger, because it's a really nice consistency, take a little bit and tap it here, like that. That instantly opens your eye, gives you so much more dimension. You can use whatever you want. You can also use highlighter. Like, let me just put a little bit of highlighter on the top, why not? Highlighter, this gold one looks amazing as well, so you can just put a little bit, there you go. Like, do whatever you want, who cares? All right, the next part is your lashes. Now, lashes, you can put whatever you want. You can make them super dramatic. You can just put mascara if you want, but I like to go super extra. Today, I'm gonna put on these lashes that are just my favorite. They're the EyeLure number 145 Exaggerate, and oh my god, they are everything you want. They're fluffy, they're super long, and they just create such drama, and I love the drama. They don't look that great when they're not on, but obviously using Duo Lash Glue, you want to put on a little bit of glue and wait until it starts to go tacky. So about 30 seconds is cool. You stick on the middle and then apply the rest. So and then when you put the lash on, push it upwards so that the hairs are going upwards rather than towards you. Hey! I'm still filming.
I'm still filming. I'm almost done now. Hello.
One other thing I like to do is just take a liquid eyeliner and draw a tiny little line in line with your lashes. So just do that. There you go. One. So that you kind of reinforce the line that's already being created from the lashes. Okay. The final step is lips. Now, I can't recommend anything more than MAC's Brick Liner. It is a bit more expensive, but if you look at the size compared to an average liner, it is much bigger. So, there's actually a thunderstorm outside as I'm doing my makeup, and I have a meeting later. Great. Cool. So I like to overline a bit, overline underneath and over, which is a bit tricky. It needs some practice, but totally doable. And then fill in with, oh my god, I love this. This is NYX's Butter Gloss. It is so nice. It smells, I don't know, it just, it smells so good. So just gonna go over it with that. We finish with some setting spray, whatever you want to use. I have like these three are my favorites. NYX, MAC, and this L'Oreal Infallible is incredible. It's super cheap. It's like £6 or £7, I think, but so good. So this is the finished look. It is glam. I think it's perfect for this time of year. It is intense, it's red, sparkly, glam, dark, seductive, amazing. I love it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what else you want to see. I am dying to do more of these videos. I feel that I've run like fallen really behind with them. But I promise I'm gonna do some more because I love them, and that's why I started this channel. It was kind of to document life here, but also show what I'm passionate about, and this is one of those things. So let's not leave it behind. Let me know what else you want to see. Let me know if you like this.